We're back with the final part of Vlad the Impaler. Where it got up to, the Ottoman invasion wasn't an invasion anymore, they were retreating. But this wasn't really a victory for Vlad. It was a very Pyrrhic victory. Because he had destroyed like half his country's infrastructure just to break the Ottomans. The Ottomans may be retreating, but it was what they left behind that was the real trouble. Remember how I said Vlad's brother Radu was with the Ottoman forces? The Ottomans left him behind so that he could start his own political faction to challenge Vlad. Vlad, although he had saved Wallachia, had made a lot of enemies of his own people. There was a whole population of disenfranchised Wallachians and boyars willing to join Radu's faction, which was backed by Ottoman money. And this faction gets too much for Vlad to handle, and he has to flee through Transylvania to Hungary. He was hoping his old mate Matthias Corvinus would help him out, and not quite. Corvinus captures Vlad and holds him prisoner. Why? Similar to what Mehmet was doing with Radu. If Radu didn't work out as ruler of Wallachia, they had the spare. But Vlad's captivity isn't really captivity. He's offered an officer's position in the military, and he's offered a very good marriage, but he does have to convert. Meanwhile, over in Wallachia, Radu isn't really working out. He goes to war with Moldavia, and cousin Stephen destroys him. Radu dies of disease not long after, and then the old Draculesti rivals, the Danesti, step back in as Voivode of Wallachia. But not for long, because the Danesti back Mehmet in a war against Stephen that Stephen wins. And in the decisive battle, the Danesti turn on the Ottomans and go like, see, we were with you the entire time. And, Stephen's having none of it. Around the same time, the Hungarians were trying to take parts of Bosnia back from the Ottomans. Vlad was tasked with taking, Srebrenica, I hope I said that right. And just when you thought his impaling days were done, he brings it back with a flair when he takes the city. Now, as a Catholic, this would have been frowned on by the church, but at the same time, they were just like, well, I mean, he is fighting the Turks, so... Vlad now also had a series of allies to help him take his throne back from Bazareb of the Danesti, which he does in 1476. It was a bloody battle that Vlad came out on top of, and he had claimed his throne, but not for long. There was an ambush by Bazareb and Bazareb's supporters like a month or two later, and Vlad would die in this battle. The actual details of his death, unknown. After he was dead, his head was claimed and sent back to Mehmet, who displayed it in Constantinople. There is a lot of mystery surrounding Dracula, but that is his story.